Let it pass. Don't react. I've told you guys a million times. Strength is restraint. You have to think about the scenario beforehand and use conscious auto-suggestion to ensure you have the right response. Don't react, respond. If you come out of character during your reaction of something that's festering, something that's frustrating, something that you're holding resentment for, the message won't come across. If you deliver your need, or you speak your heart and the message, and then you just simply respond to the rebuttal, and you don't react and snap and come out of character, then the person, they're probably too weak to not react. So go ahead, let them. Understand that the regret that's going to ensue in them later is going to be a great teacher for them. And whether you get your result from the conversation or not, just realize that conflict avoided is conflict multiplied. If you don't voice the conflict, if you don't voice the need, if you don't voice what needs to change, you just feel doormatted. You just feel like you're a fucking doormat to people who can just treat you any type of way. And I mean, this happens a lot to good men. That's just what it is. People, you give them an inch, they take a mile. And honestly, the sad thing is, most times in a relationship, for the other partner to understand that you're serious, you have to be willing to get rid of them. You have to be willing to let them go. And if you really still have the heart connection of that I won't let them go, they know that, and they'll continually not meet the needs that you voiced. I mean, I'm probably an expert at being in shitty relationships, straight up. And I see this happen to a lot of people in my group, and these guys have made massive changes. So they've made massive changes in their lives, and they've come a long way. But that doesn't mean that they didn't create a lot of fucking problems when they were fucking up, which still holds resentment from the other party. So I was just on a call with my group, and this was the main topic was, do you continually not get what you're voicing is needed? Are you really going to let the person act oblivious to your needs and just continue being solid? Or are you going to finally put your fucking foot down? It's just what it is. So many people, they just feel used. They feel pushed away. They feel not accepted. And you shouldn't have to fight for that. The people that really want to be with you, the people that are really attracted to you, the people that really love you, you don't have to tell them to tell you. And if they're attracted to you, you don't have to show them to show you. So I really understand men a lot more than you would think. And you guys need to reach out and strengthen yourself. Because if you're not working on yourself to love yourself, if you're accepting less than what you need and you voiced it, then you just start to diminish your worth. You start to lack confidence. Your drive will go next. It ends up being a life ruiner, straight up. So, I mean, it doesn't mean place blame on the other individuals. That means, first off, self-love and self-investment. Make sure you're in a high-frequency state and you're not being reactive. That means, second off, understand the resentments that the other party still possesses from when you weren't the best guy. Work on and address that. And then third, don't break character anymore. Don't fuck up moving forward. Because every time you come out of character, you raise your voice, you say words that aren't really true, but they hold weight in the moment because you're angry. This takes you so many steps back, it's crazy. And someone like me, I just want love from one partner. That's all I want. And it's very difficult when you're a high-level motherfucker for people to really believe that you're who you say you are. Because the world is not full of high-level individuals that uphold character. I mean, I never really question other people. I never do. Because I don't have questionable behavior. So I don't question other people like whether they're going to be loyal or this or that. I don't go there. I don't really get jealous. If I ever get into low frequency emotions like that, I have the tools to pick myself up. But I could imagine if I didn't have a process and a system like I use daily to strengthen myself, how weak most you motherfuckers are to this. It must break you motherfuckers. Run your mind all day. No wonder you don't have any fucking clarity when it comes to life, business, and your path moving forward. You're still hung up on something that's not solvable and something that should be accepted by just getting into a high frequency state. A high frequency mindset solves most things. You could hug an enemy when you're fucking really vibing high because you did the work. And you could create scenarios that aren't true about people who love you when you're at a low frequency because you're neglecting what your conscience is calling you to fucking perform and adhere to. But long story short, it's been a common factor in a lot of my groups that these men are seeking their validation from other people, not getting it, and then thinking they're supposed to receive something back, when in all reality, the love we feel most and what we feel most in life is what we release. Like I say all the time, what we release most completely is what we possess most completely. So look at yourself. All too often I see the other party in a relationship not really putting in the way they should, and then they're saying it's falling apart or they don't feel it. You're not doing anything. That's like when people say they feel off. What the fuck did you do to be on, motherfucker? Like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. Well, what'd you do to feel it? Did you do anything? Because love is a verb. And this just is like a recurring situation. And people can blame it on all these things, but really, you don't have to tell people how to love you. People know what they want. And if they're not giving it, it's because they're doing it on purpose. And this needs to be fucking voiced. I love you guys. I mean, I'm not going to say don't participate in anything like this, but there is going to be seasons of life where you're deep into something and you want to solve it, and the solution is very difficult but solvable, or you're going to tap out. I love you guys. Stay focused. Let's go.